Hello there, YouTubers. Today's project, it's kind of sloppy out everywhere. Here, I'll show you some of the slop. But I have what they call dust here. Salt. It's not sawdust. It's rock dust. I'm not sure what it is, but it's not too bad here as far as mud goes. What I had here was a tarp that I got. Remember, I got a big deal on a bunch of tarps, and this stayed in that wobble wire track, greenhouse wobble wire track. See it going the whole place up there. And tarps are good, and they have a real good place, but they just don't last too long. And so I don't want to leave this up too long. I'm eventually, when things get rid of this COVID a little bit, I'll have a front put on this, and a garage door and an access door. Now, in one of the earlier videos I made, I was cutting these. I'll have to look up and see what the number was. But if you remember, I was cutting 2x6s, and they didn't have to be perfectly two inches wide. They didn't have to be perfectly 6 inches tall. They just had to fit in between. What I did was sandwich in this beam up there, or make a beam by sandwiching in there. You all know what I mean. I'm old and senile. But what I did, all these came. I'm a pack rat. Anytime somebody's got something they want to throw away, this guy had a 24 by 24 garage port that came down, and a lot of them got bent. And he says, "If you want it, you can have it." And he'd already taken it all apart. I said, "Yeah, that's right up my alley." But the top, because of that snow, we had a 3-foot snow, crushed it. So I figured, well, those end up being like 6 inches by 6 inches. And then all the shelves I pack ratted out from being a janitor in there and throwing stuff away from the schools, and I took them all apart and re-put them together in the sizes that I needed. Then I bought a bunch. I found a deal on some of those plastic things at a yard sale, which puts all the stuff in there. And this just for storing all the pack rat stuff that I store. Just tons of stuff. I haven't got in here to really get it and organized, because I think I'm gonna bring a light in, bring some electricity down here. I got all my extension cords, well, not all of them, but a bunch of them. And those are old wire reels that they threw away someplace. I said somewhere along the line I'll be able to come up with them. I cut them in half and then put a long bolt, and they hold the extension cords pretty good. This is I get a lot of these racks, or I got 2 or 3 of them. And what's nice is everybody's got a nut bolt junk drawer that they throw stuff in. Well, these are my junk drawers. I can put all my junk in there, and then instead of opening the drawer and rooting through it, I can get a quick visual of everything I got. So I like those. You buy these. You buy the shelves from surplus restaurant supply places. They're just old dirty ones they can't use anymore. Let's see, over here, this big table, I guess you can't get back and see it real well. I bought that table and then put angle iron down there so I could put another shelf. This is where now I'm storing all my hydraulic stuff. I got valves for wood splitters, and there's a couple different pumps up there, and just tons of hydraulic parts. You can kind of see that. And when I paid $5 for the table, and then when I brought it down here, I just recently put the stainless steel top on it, which is pretty good. There's the bandsaw, but I can't use it because I don't have electric down here. But I moved it down here because it was in the way up there where that can cruncher is. Can cruncher is going to come down here too. There's a press. I still use the press there. The drill press I don't really use anymore, probably because I don't have electricity down here. But you know, I put in that big machinist mill up in the other garage or shop or whatever you want to call it, so I use it there. I use that for the drill press. This is Mr. Lifted. That picks up a lot of stuff. This is the wood splitter that you've seen in some of the videos. I'm trying to, I used to hook it up to the back of the backhoe, and it was just a little bit, or back of the little case loader into the backhoe outlets. and it was just a little bit too slow. I came by this motor. It's a Hatz diesel. I paid $5 for it. It took about a half a day to get it running, and it doesn't run too bad. I'm going to try to repurpose this with that Hatz diesel, because that one splitter I'm going to do pretty soon, a video on it. The fast splitter, it doesn't have a lot of power, you know, and that's why I built this one originally to replace that one. And this is the one that was driven by a 4-cylinder Jeep engine, and it's all basically identical to the other one, other than I had a log lifting thing on here. There's ball bearings in here, and this tube here would turn and you could pick it up and put a log down onto it, but that just wasn't, I didn't like that method. Your wood splitting evolution changes from situation to situation, place to place, or whatever, but this basic design has been really good to me. There's the wedge. I think the wedge is 18 inches tall. There's a hand on it. I'm pretty sure that's 18 inches tall. I'll measure it some other time. A big push thing. It's just all stuff. These were elevator counterweights that I glommed onto. I don't remember where. Anyhow, what I'm doing today, I'm gonna get around here. I got greenhouse plastic ordered. It came in because greenhouse plastic decided to stop working in the greenhouse. I got 8 years out of 4-year plastic, so I ordered new plastic for the greenhouse, and I decided I wanted to change this from that tarp to the plastic, greenhouse plastic. The reason being, once you get in there, you need a flashlight all the time. So if I just have it clear, number one, I don't think I'll have to have a flashlight. Number two, tarps are meant for temporary use, and they're great for temporary use. You put it up, you use it for a couple weeks, maybe a month, but then the sun starts getting to it and it starts breaking down. So that's why I'm switching over to the plastic here, because it doesn't look like this COVID's going to get rid of it. And I'm going to have somebody, I'm not a carpenter, so I don't know how to put the garage door in and stuff like that, so I'm just going to pay somebody to put the garage door in. In fact, we're going to take the garage door out of the shop. You can see that's the back of the house, out of that shop up there. We're going to take the garage door out of that because that's not insulated, and I'm putting heat in there, and bring that garage door down, put it in here, and then, like I said, put an access door. So that's enough for this. There's a little bit on a little wood splitter, a little bit on the building. It turned out real good. Oh, I know, I got to walk around the back, trying to get organized. That's why I got so many shelves in there. The back is going to be for steel storage. Just when I got extra pieces of steel that are small, I'm going to put them back here. And so I got some more shelves back here, just starting to organize a little bit of my mess, which that's a hard thing to do. So I just did a quick lean-to off the bat. I did some calculations, and when I was doing this thing, I realized that I had enough leftover tin that I could put 2 sides on this. So I have enough tin to put a side here, and the other side that's hanging over, and what I got to do is cut this out, put that in, but I ran out of I got a sawmill, but I ran out of wood. You don't want to use oak on tin because oak and metal have a real bad reaction. So you really need I like poplar for purlins, and this I think those are poplar. Those are poplar up there, and the purlins up there are poplar. So these beams here, I don't know. I saw them. One of those old videos was on that beam there. Well, there's 2 beams there actually. I don't know if you can see that. There's actually 2 beams, and it's just make everything so it works out lengthwise. Had to put a little, I guess they call that a bird mouth in those to get a little bit of drop. But this will get a side on it, that side, this side, and that side when I come across the poplar. So this is cut off here of that stainless steel tabletop that I put in there. Anyhow, that's enough for this one. I'm going to go ahead and try to get this plastic up by today. And if I do, I'll take another picture. Oh, here comes Mrs. Frickin' Jeep with her kitty cat. Boo. It's her 18 or 19 years old?
18.
18 years old. He just had a wrestling match. His head looks a little funny. He had a wrestling match with a possum. We've been trying to catch it in a have-a-heart trap, but haven't caught him yet. Okay, over and out.